Hello there, spring cooperating teachers. My name is Matt Vollum, and you're getting this because you have accepted a student teacher from the University of Minnesota. First of all, thank you so much for accepting a student teacher. It's a great thing for our students to be in your schools. So, this is a website. You're going to get an email with a link that's going to link you to this website that you can see right here. This is a video I'm recording right now. This is the one from the winter, so you will see that the one I'm recording now will actually be here. So if you have clicked on that, you're actually listening to it right now. A few things, I'm going to take you through this website first, and then just a couple of other things about the experience this spring. First of all, I'm going to ask for 3 things from you throughout these 10 weeks. The first is a midterm formative evaluation. If you click on this, you're going to see that it's going to open up, and you're actually going to see that this is a fairly lengthy document. So this is not meant to have something that is done in one sitting. You should be doing this on a daily to weekly basis. So please keep up with this. And again, this is supposed to be a formative thing where you should be discussing this with your student teacher, especially if there are concerns. But again, this is meant to be done starting right away in week 1, and sometime around week 5 or 6, I'm going to ask that you have this done, and you can give it to your student teacher, and your student teacher will give it to me. It's not graded, it's just a formative assessment to make sure things are going well. The second thing, the 2 things I'm going to need at the end of this experience is the final summative evaluation. This is a 1-page evaluation that needs to get either emailed or sent back to me. You can either download it or you can print it. However you want to fill this out is fine, but get that back to me. And then the last thing you need is a letter of recommendation. Some of you, most of the student teachers probably will have more than one cooperating teacher, maybe one for Phy Ed, one for health, or they're doing classes with a different teacher. That's totally fine. You can do the schedule however you want to do it. And also you'll be able to figure out how you want to do those final summative eval. If you want to do it all together so that there's one that comes back to me, totally fine. Or you can each do one and give me multiple ones back. Same with the letter of recommendation. So if you go to page 2 on this website, you click up here on documents. These are some things just for you to look at quick. The general timeline is a general guidance of where your student teacher is and maybe how you should incorporate them into your classes. Please keep in mind that they have been through 20 weeks of student teaching already. If they've made it to this point, they're doing okay. So this is going to be their last 10 weeks. It's full days, so they should be comfortable, confident, and hopefully you feel comfortable and confident with them starting off right away and kind of getting into it right away. So you can take a look at that, but I'm going to trust you as the expert to figure out the timeline on how comfortable you are with putting them, in charge, helping out, whatever it may be. So the other lost my home page. There it is. The other things are how to conference with your student teacher. You can take a look at that. And then here's the Clinical Experiences Handbook. This is a very lengthy handbook. Click on that if you want. It's got some great information in there if you just want to quickly peruse that. So I'm going to try to keep this video short. So a few things. First of all, it is, like I said before, it is the last 10 weeks of their student teaching. They've had 20 weeks before. They're pretty comfortable, they're pretty confident. They should be. If they're not, those are the things that I need to know, because basically if they've reached this point, I'm feeling comfortable that they should be able to step into a classroom as a full-time teacher at this point. So these last 10 weeks, we have really high expectations. I ask that you have high expectations for your student teacher as well. Professionalism, for sure. They should be there on time every day. We all have excuses, but they should be on time every day. They're there in the morning when the kids are there. They're there when the students leave. So please, please, please hold them accountable for all of that, just as a full-time teacher would. Please provide feedback as much as possible. A big part of this is going to be hopefully that you're planning together to be proactive in the things that the student teacher is expecting to do, and also the things that you're doing. Please talk about the reasons you're doing them, or why it's worked, or what you've tried in the past. One thing that I constantly talk to my student teachers about is kind of pushing the boundaries and try things. It's okay to fail, but try to do some things to push physical and health education forward. So please encourage that, but talk beforehand and then provide as much feedback as possible. That's a very important thing. And then if there's any concerns at all, even if you're not sure, like, I don't know, did he come late? Was she, whatever, dress, whatever it may be, anything that you think could be a concern, please let me know right away so we can take care of that. I don't. Our expectation is there should be none, because they have made it this far. So, but really rely on you, the people who see them every day, to provide that feedback to me. So all my information is on the website here. So please let me know. I will be making a visit, hopefully within about the first week, just to, if I haven't met you before, just to meet you and say hi, but also just to make sure you guys have worked out the schedule you're talking about, maybe the timeline, and just make sure things are going well. So as far as the schedule, they should be about 50-50 with health and phy ed. If it's not quite 50-50, that's okay. It should be close to that. And they're there full days. So whatever a full-time teacher has as a schedule, that's what a student teacher should have as well. So I think, one last thing is there's going to be a few days when the student teachers are going to have to miss. April 8th, there's a job fair that they're all going to be going to, so they may have to miss a few days for professional reasons. They shouldn't be missing for any other reason. Obviously, there's emergencies, sicknesses, things like that, but any of that stuff has to be communicated to you and to me, but they know that there's no days off, so don't let them slide on that. A couple other days I think that they're going to have to miss for sure is April 25th and 26th. We're going to go to a conference at University of River Falls, so they're going to miss that day. I think the 25th is a Friday. And then obviously this is the time they're looking for jobs, so if they get job interviews, obviously that's a good reason to miss as well. So they know that they should be letting you know way ahead of time on these. So I think that's about it. If you have questions or concerns, let me know, but I'll be seeing you soon, and thanks again for taking a student teacher.